People are starting to anticipate this since we have enough. And just how crucial is that? What is its significance? The Bank of New York, State Street, and others can go into custody if SAB 121 this obscure accounting bill is eventually repealed. If the FIT 21 and infrastructure bills pass, financial institutions like Goldman Sachs and Citibank will be able to begin engaging in sales and trading. Huge sums of money are consequently yours as soon as you bring in those institutions. Crypto experts are projecting that Bitcoin's value would hit $100,000 by year's end. Bitcoin had risen 1% in the previous 24 hours with a price of almost $71,000 while the podcast was being recorded, while going up 12% in the last 30 days. The current level of Bitcoin circulation is 19.71%. The significance of crypto rules was emphasized by Novogratz, who stressed the need for clear regulations to ensure the longevity of the cryptocurrency business. In his speech, he emphasized the need to keep talented Americans from leaving the country by encouraging innovation at home. Mike Novogratz has a vision for a future that is crypto-friendly. Let's explore it further, as well as blockchain's revolutionary capabilities. I feel like we're starting to lean in the positive direction. The fact that Bloomberg is a part of this crypto exhibition is proof of how far we've gone. From 2015 onwards, 16-17. However, we made it almost to the end. In addition, I can state with confidence that the nation's capital has reached a consensus on the need for crypto legislation, emphasizing the importance of bipartisanship. We are still missing a few dissenters, but the momentum for the Democrats has been building at an incredible rate as of late. It should not become a political issue according to them. What was once a headwind is now turning into a tailwind. At the moment, it's not a pure tailwind, so we have governments here that just can't seem to rein in their spending. For the Bitcoin story, that is a huge deal. Then out of nowhere, you hear that the pension fund of the state of Wisconsin purchased $140 million worth of Bitcoin. Consequently, there aren't many vendors as we welcome more pension funds and other institutions. You know what? We're going to conclude the year at 100,000, maybe even higher, assuming we remove the 73,000 in the next week or two. Markets function. Ranges are formed by them. The peak of the range also breaks when the ranges. You have an attractive extension, you know? Starting at 40 was the low point of that range, which extended to 70 and ultimately 100. That then is an adequate goal. This similar issue was posed to me, about 5 weeks ago, and my response was that I don't see it happening until either the Federal Reserve takes action, which I felt was highly unlikely at the time, or there is greater clarification regarding regulations. The regulations are becoming clear to us, and vetoed the ZAP 21 despite its flaws. They later stated that they would not use their veto power. Sigh. Therefore, what transpired was incredibly tragic. As a result of Donald Trump's dominance, you might say he made his position clear: I'm your crypto president. Coincidentally, Biden had previously stated his intention to veto this measure. For what reason would a sitting president bring up the topic of vetoing a technical accounting rule? Thus, the entire cryptocurrency community became an ally of Trump's. On the surface, it resembled a purity test. You must not be a crypto person, they continued. If you did not vote for Trump, at long last the Democrats were informed. Swiftly following Elizabeth Warren's request, 9 Democratic senators voted against supporting that accounting rule against the SEC. The fact that it is the incorrect question is crystal evident to me. Bills that have the support of both parties are beneficial to our sector. Without it, you'll end up in the student body left and student body right camps. This election season will be quite lopsided, I promise you. Thus, cryptocurrency should not be biased. The simple answer is that Trump would do it right now. Since he claims to be the crypto president and will do all these things, that, however, is an oversimplified perspective. Thanks to Brian Armstrong and many others in the industry, as well as our own Tyler and a lobbyist in Washington, D.C., we have been able to educate individuals on all sides of the issue. Plus, a large number of Democrats are now in favor of reasonable crypto laws. The Democrats finally got on board because the stakes have grown so high. The total value of these crypto super bundles is approaching $250 million, with $150 million already included. Not all of the money, which is crypto. Because of the small number of Democrats who insisted on stating we don't like crypto, something happened. I want to have an anti-crypto army, Elizabeth Warren declared. Because of the nature of Washington, D.C. politics, no senator is an expert on every subject. The head of that committee is the one they're watching. Elizabeth was, in fact, the Democratic Party's crypto operative. Crypto, she despises it. Even though it was intended to be bipartisan, the money began to appear to be coming from Republicans and was directed towards crucial elections such as the ones involving Sherrod Brown and John Tester. The truth is that, save a couple of individuals who spent more than $70,000, everyone who purchased Bitcoin has profited. If you were to purchase Bitcoin and hold on to it, as the majority of Bitcoiners do, you would be financially rewarded. So they're shielding them from financial benefit, huh? I don't understand. You know, there have been a lot of scams and pranks in the cryptocurrency world, and those who ought to face prosecution were duly brought to justice. They were subjected to prosecution and ultimately removed from the system. If Sam Bankman-Fried goes to prison, then other individuals will follow. This concept that we need to shield someone from this new technology that eliminates the intermediary and lets individuals deal directly instead of paying a charge is simply misguided. I'm not implying that the industry was perfect in any way. So, excitement is going to be evident. For the first time in many ways, the US federal government acknowledged that cryptocurrency is acceptable, which is what made the Bitcoin ETF special. Doing crypto is fine with you? Gary Gensler said that against his reluctance. The government also made the claim. The remark was made by Larry Fink. The biggest asset management firm in the world is led by Larry Fink, who is also the biggest asset manager in the world. As a result, the legitimacy of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies was somewhat limited. This is the next stage in that direction. The Ethereum community benefits greatly from this. It won't be the same, but it will be very different. Introducing new individuals to the ecosystem, or the circus tent, is important to all of these ecosystems. Consequently, this is a more accessible method for a large number of individuals to join the Ethereum community. Thus, it is a completely positive coin with predictions that it might hit $100,000 by year's end. Bitcoin was trading at over $71,000 during the episode, up 1% in the previous 24 hours and 12% in the previous 30 days. The current level of Bitcoin circulation is 19.71%. The significance of crypto rules was emphasized by Novogratz, who stressed the need for clear regulations to ensure the longevity of the cryptocurrency business. He emphasized how critical it is to encourage innovation in America. Talent from leaving for greener pastures abroad. Let's explore the revolutionary possibilities of blockchain technology and Mike Novogratz's plan for a future that is crypto-friendly in deeper detail.